The woman accidentally opened the computer of the CEO she had grown up with and discovered it was filled with folders about her. Inside were photos of her from different periods of her life. The CEO had been documenting everything for 10 whole years. She suddenly remembered asking him once if there was anyone he liked, and he had mentioned a girl he'd had a crush on for 10 years. It finally dawned on her that she was the girl he had been talking about. However, she didn't have romantic feelings for the CEO. To avoid damaging their relationship, she started finding ways to avoid being alone with him. She even encouraged him to pursue further studies abroad. But after she saw him off, she gradually came to realize that she had fallen in love with that gentle CEO. Now, though, there was nothing she could do about it. After the CEO went abroad, her songwriting became increasingly effortless because every song was filled with her longing for him. Since his departure, she not only wore the scarf he had given her whenever she went out but also shared her daily life with him every single day. Gradually, these things became her routine habits. A year later, she suddenly received a collaboration offer from a famous celebrity. She immediately messaged the CEO with the news, but after sending it, she never received a reply. Feeling dejected, she went to the CEO's former studio to pick up some photos. While waiting, she inadvertently noticed a photo of herself on the photo wall, positioned right in the center. This made her heart swell with joy. At that moment, the CEO suddenly called his friend. Hearing his voice, she excitedly moved forward, hoping to say a few words, but the call ended just as she approached. Before she could feel too disappointed, her phone rang. Thinking it was the CEO calling, she looked at the screen only to discover it was from her company. This left her deeply disheartened. The collaboration partner on the phone invited her to dinner. When she arrived, he confessed his feelings for her. She turned him down, explaining that she already had someone she cared about. When she returned home, she noticed an extra pair of shoes. Excitedly thinking the CEO had come back, she called out his name throughout the house. But the person who responded wasn't the CEO, it was her mother. Her mother's unexpected visit startled her. Later, looking at a stuffed animal the CEO had left behind, she fell into deep thought. Suddenly, she noticed something unusual about the toy. She examined every corner of it and found a necklace and a letter hidden inside. The letter contained the CEO's confession. After reading it, she decided she had to win him back. The next day on her way to work, she passed by a flower shop and was captivated by the flowers inside. She remembered how the CEO used to bring her flowers all the time. Just as she stood there lost in thought, a man carrying a bouquet suddenly emerged from the shop. That person was the CEO she had been missing for so long. When they met again, there were no lengthy pleasantries. The CEO kept pulling out gifts he had prepared for her favorite chocolates, the pen she liked to use when composing, and even special notebooks for writing lyrics. She was delighted by all these presents. Still, she was curious about why he had come back. The CEO explained that his overseas partner had run into problems, which gave him the opportunity to return for a break. She decided to use these 10 days to win him back. Early the next morning, she showed up at his place with breakfast, only to discover someone had beaten her there.